Relationships are challenging in the first place, and when there's a breakup, there can be that desperation. How do you get someone to come back to you? First of all, a note about desperation and neediness. It's pretty unattractive. And I get it. When someone that is really important to you has left or is threatening to leave, it's a natural response to become desperate. The problem is that works against what you're trying to accomplish. So take a look at that and just see where you are, first of all, in your feelings of desperation and neediness, and secondly, how you might be projecting that or how it's coming across to other people. And notice I'm not saying that you shouldn't feel desperate or needy, especially at a time of vulnerability. I do want you to be aware of it and to notice it. Just take a look at it and see if it's showing up for you. If it is, it's probably coming across to your significant person that you would really like to give back with. And it might be working contrary to what it is that you actually want. So let's be aware of it. There is a paradox in letting go. The best way I can think of to illustrate this is when you're clinging tightly to something. Look at the position that my hand is in. As I'm holding on to or clinging to something, my fist is tightly clenched around it, and it's not open. To let go opens my hand. It creates a position where now I can receive what is to come. And it takes a little bit of faith to do that because I want to hang on to it so desperately. It's kind of like clinging to a stick of butter. If you grab it too tightly, you're going to lose it. We want to open that hand, to let go. Now, you still can hold something with your hand in this position, but it's not causing that same desperation and neediness feel that we already talked about. So we're going to open up. The paradox here is that sometimes in a relationship, the best way to keep it or to hold on to it is to release or to let go. And there's a difference between letting go and giving up. Letting go of what? Letting go of the desperation and the clinging and the neediness. Consider just opening up and letting go. It's a powerful psychological paradox, but also a tool that you can use. Right now is an important time for you to work on self-improvement, and not for the purpose of getting that person back. If they pick up on, oh, they're only changing to get me back, then again, we're working against what it is we're trying to accomplish. You want to create a dilemma for the person who has left. I remember a situation where I was working with a couple. She had left. He wanted to get her back. And so he signed up for the course. He enrolled in therapy. He jumped in with both feet for his personal development. And he came to me for some coaching along these lines. As I was visiting with him, he said, I think this is going to do it. I'm going to show her that I'm going to change. And I knew that we were in trouble. Because if he's doing it to get her back, she's not going to trust the process. In fact, she's going to feel manipulated. She's going to feel like, oh, well, it's not going to work, right? I asked him an important question. I said, and what if it doesn't work? Well, then it's all a waste. I'm so sorry that he felt that way. I understand. Well, what if he could get to the point where he's working on him because he needs to work on him? I know that you've got things that you could be working on. Do it for you. Do it for the sake of personal development. Now, will it help to get that person back into your life? Probably. Maybe. It depends. But if you're doing it for that purpose, it's probably going to work against you. In my experience, in my clinical experience, I have seen it so many times backfire that I just want to caution you about that. I'm all for personal development. That's what I do. And if you're doing it as a manipulation or a strategy to get somebody back, it's probably going to backfire. Notice I'm not saying don't do it. I'm saying maybe take a look at your reasons for doing it. And if you can adjust the reasons, it might actually be more effective in accomplishing the personal development and put you in the best position possible to have a powerful impact on that relationship. Here's another reason why that is so important. Do you really want that person back by obligation or manipulation? Or do you want that person back by choice? Do you feel the difference? Creating the obligation, they're going to come back. Maybe you might be able to convince them or persuade them or manipulate them into coming back. Maybe. And if they do, how are they going to feel? Resentful? Like they got duped somehow? Like they have to be there? The most drastic example of this I heard from a young couple, both 18 years old. And she had left for a lot of reasons that we're not going to get into on this video. He threatened to kill himself because she had left. It was an attempt on his part to manipulate her into coming back. Well, what if out of fear or desperation or feeling like she's responsible for his happiness, she comes back at that point? How healthy is that relationship going to be? I don't think anybody should ever use that as a manipulation. I think it's sick and wrong. I also think we need to take it seriously when people are really feeling desperate and handle that appropriately. But the point that I'm making here is that if she were to come back, it would not be a healthy situation. Do you agree? Do you see that? We don't want them back by obligation. We want them back by choice. And that's why it's so important to take away the neediness and the desperation and the clinging that we've been talking about in this whole video. Here's a final thought. I don't know how much this is going to calm your heart and mind, but consider that you are responsible for the invitation, not for the response. It's kind of like you're inviting somebody to a party. Hey, come to my party. And they can come or not come. That's up to them. You're responsible for the invitation, not for the response. As you pay attention to the other things that we've talked about on this video, I think it puts you in the most powerful position to potentially persuade or entice or invite them back into your life, and that it's still up to them. Do the right things for you, for the purpose of doing the right thing, not to manipulate or persuade them. Put out the invitation and then be ready to accept and embrace whatever the response is. Relationships can be challenging, but you're not in this alone. We've got your back. Come on over to the website, drpauljenkins.com, spelled with a DR, drpauljenkins.com, where we've created a community. Live on Purpose Central is full of resources for you to help improve your relationships.
Her head was down, face locked onto the phone.